see. Look, wheels inside the machine. What are they for? I will tell you. Traditionally, you load a trebuchet by putting down the throwing arm and lifting the counterweight using beasts of burden, horses and oxen. It's always been done that way. To be honest, it's always worked. But a couple of niggling problems with that system. If you take horses and oxen to war with you, you tie up a percentage of your troops just looking after the animals. These are men you can't really spare. Also, your enemy will be trying to cut off your supply chain. If they succeed, you run out of food. Hungry soldiers cannot be relied on. They will either rise up against you or disappear into the night. You can't let that happen, so they end up eating the horses and the oxen, and then there's no way of loading the treasure. But somebody somewhere had a brilliant idea, a way that we could load our trebuchets without using horses and oxen. We borrow the technology of the medieval cranes, the same cranes that helped us build our cathedrals, our castles. They are ingeniously simple. All they are is huge wheels that men walk inside. So you take two crane wheels and you put them inside the trebuchet. The two wheels are linked by a central axle. Take 4 men, put 2 in each wheel, and you've got to walk that way. There's a rope attached to the throwing arm, goes down through a pulley, and then up to the
This is
fixed
better than being a red shirt on Star Trek. So.
The men's walking axle ties the rope around the axle, pulling down the arm and lifting the counter. That huge wooden box that hangs in the middle of the sheet. That box and its contents weighs... Trebuchet Master, why have you stopped? The men are tired. Tomorrow we march upon the capital. You get them moving now or have the skin off your back. This is the problem with a raw crew. We attack the capital. I have 100 trebuchets. We must be able to shoot a projectile out of every one of those machines once every 6 minutes. If we stand any chance on the attack upon the capital. Yes, the counterweight weighs just over 5 tons. So you witness 4 people lift that incredible weight. What a feat of engineering. Yes, indeed. But there is one drawback with this system. If one of the winders makes the mistake of looking, you get a shivering light. This brings on a form of motion sickness. It's called trebuchet sickness, and it's motion sickness in its most extreme form. And it's not unknown for a winder to throw up inside the wheel. Now you think about that. That can't be a good idea, can it? Where the floor becomes the ceiling, it goes all over everybody else, and it coats the inside of the wheel, taking that trebuchet out of action until it can be cleaned up. That is not a good thing. Right, the arm is down. It is locked down by a trigger, which is pushed through a metal hoop. That is the release mechanism. Below the trigger, the trebuchet master's pushing a steel pin, so you can't pull the trigger until you take the pin out. It's there for safety. And just to be doubly sure, he's locked on a chain as well. So the shooting sequence will be, remove the chain, pull out the pin, and then you can pull that pin. Arm down, counterweight hangs in its apron. It looks like the machine's ready to go. But of course it isn't, because of the rope which we have around the axle. You can't do anything until that rope is out of the way. So, you wound it on, you must be able to wind it off. And that's exactly what they're doing now. So it's back into the wheel. Don't walk that way, turn around and walk that way.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh God. I said I'm done.
So 1 in each wheel, and then the fellow soldier goes round to the front of the machine and goes on to a brake. Now, we've got a problem. Yes, the winder in this wheel's struggling. It's trebuchet sickness. He's coming out of the wheel. The trebuchet master comes across. Yes, I think you'll probably give him a drink. And like a loving father, he gently chastises his child. Not brutal, isn't it? Hard, isn't it? This is war. That man has just endangered the entire crew. Tomorrow, we march upon London. When we get there, we select a section of city wall and we bombard it relentlessly. We smash a hole in it, and then we take a man who believes he is King of England by God-given right, and we take him from the throne. But not only that, we then replace him with our own personal choice. If we fail, all of these soldiers will be executed and my head on a spike on London Bridge. Failure cannot happen. We must succeed. We have to drive them on. Now this engine is capable of shooting 150 kilo rocks, well over 300 pounds. So is that going to be my strategy? I've got 100 trebuchets. Do I load them all with rocks? Select a section of the city wall and bombard it, hitting it again and again and again, eventually smashing a hole in it. It doesn't end there though. No. The city garrison will fight like demons, which means we're going to lose a lot of. Of course, it's going to take a long time. We haven't got a lot of time. We know that Yorkist reinforcements have mobilised, and they too are marching upon the capital. We have to get there first and do the deed before they arrive. But if we batter down the wall, how do we defend it against the Yorkist counter-attack? No, we must keep that outer wall intact. How do we do that? Well, we don't do it by using rocks. We need to throw things over the wall. We could fight a dirty wall, empty all the trees in the area, find dead and rotten animals, trebuchets and shoot them into the city, spreading disease. But that is going to take a long time. Psychological warfare. We have his prisoners. Do we chop off their heads, load their heads into baskets and throw those into the city? Can we weaken the resolve? Probably, but not quickly. It's too long. So I think I will probably have to play the ace which is up my sleeve. There is one thing that medieval man feared more than anything. In times of peace, his greatest ally. That is fire. The city of London is packed with timber buildings, thatched roofs, and only a handshake between them. If we can set the whole on alight, it won't be long before they're surrendering, and we take the capital with its outer wall intact. So that will be my strategy. So, this afternoon in our drill, we are going to shoot a fireball! The fireball is an 18-kilo rock wrapped in satin, soaking through all afternoon. You can't put it in a sling, it is set in a light. So with the rock is set a ring, a chain to the ring, a rope to the chain, hook it onto the end of the arm, and launch the entire thing. Comes out of the pure mist. The loader is ordered out of the way, and our trebuchet master starts his safety checks. Is he happy with the trebuchet? Has anybody or anything wandered onto the shooting range? All clear? He steps up to take off. Remove the chain! Remove the pin! Prepare to launch. He steps down, takes the rope which is attached to the trigger and orders the lighting of the projectile, which is at fire. The projectile is torched and it begins to burn in the middle of. Pull the trigger too soon, it goes out. Too late, and his trebuchet is on fire. So he holds. And he holds. We launch!
Oh, watch out!
Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, the Warwick Castle Trebuchet!
Oh, hell no.
Now that is not achieved without an awful lot of hard work. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want you to fill your lungs and I want you to give the biggest cheer you ever have for the crew! Fantastic! Gets me every single time. Thank you so very much for coming to the castle today. Tell all your friends, come and see us again. And thank you for watching the Fireball Show. Thank you.